Hi guys, my name is Shalia and welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are just as excited as I am, as this is my very first YouTube video. Although I'm probably more excited than you guys are, but you know, a girl can dream. If basically what we're going to be doing today is this look that you see right here. So if you guys like it, please stay tuned. I was using a lot of the Fenty Beauty Collections, as you can see, maybe, I hope you can, this trophy wife. So like I said, if you guys like what you see, please go ahead down there and hit that red button and subscribe for me, and stay tuned. Alright guys, so I went ahead and did my brows and primed my eyelids for the start of this video. So for the sake of this look, I went ahead and used my lovely Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette for this. And so here we go. I'm going to start off using my Sigma E40 brush. We're going to go ahead and dig right into this color right here. I'm doing this in small circles, very small, very light-handed. And when I get out to my outer corner, I'm just going to pull outward, if that makes any sense. Alright, next we're going to go back in and I'm going to dip into this little color right here. It's like a soft burgundy almost. And I'm going to continue using the same brush, although I'm going to try to keep it a little bit lower than what I did with that first shade. So we're going to start in the outer corner and once again, small circles, sweeping our way in, this time keeping it closer to the crease. And then I'll fly away trying to get some love. Next, I'm going to take this Kylie Cosmetics brush. It actually came, I believe, with the Royal Peach palette. So now that pretty much all of this is blended out, we're going to switch to this other brush and we're just going to go in with a deeper burgundy over here. We're going to go for this one. And this time I'm going to use the brush and I'm going to keep it in small circular motions, mainly focusing on the outer corner, lightly pulling it in to the crease. This color is almost like a brick, if that helps you guys at all if you don't own this palette at home. So now I'm going to go back in with my Sigma E40 and I'm just going to buff it out. Now I'm going to take my Kylie Cosmetics brush. I'm going to go back in with this Jaclyn Hill palette, and this time we're going to go for a deeper burgundy over here. Same thing, mainly focusing in this outer corner. I'm basically doing like very small, like triangular motions with this brush right now. So because I don't want it to just mainly be sitting in the corner, I'm going to pull some of it a little bit over into the crease just to blend it all together. Not re-tapping into the product this time. I want to use whatever's left over for this part. Alright, so now that that's done, guys, we're going to go back in and we're going to carve out our lid for our lid shadow. So I'm going to be using my Urban Decay primer. It's the color Eden, and my MAC 205. Oh, 105. So I'm actually going to just take a little bit of this, put it on the brush, and we're going to just carve out our lid here. So now I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty Beloved Trophy Wife and I am going to go in on my lid. If I could open this, that'd be great. So I'm going to take this MAC 242 brush and I'm going to dip it in here. And then in very light strokes, I'm going to just pat this where we put that primer earlier. With this color, like, in love. So now I'm going to go back into my Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette to finish up these eyes really quick. And we're going to, this time, go for a dark brown, almost still kind of like with red undertones. So we're going to use that Kylie Cosmetics brush again. Very, very light-handed this time. And we're going to back into this outer corner and darken it up. And now we're going to just pull the excess over into the crease, warm that up a little bit as well. Alright, we're going to leave the eyes alone just for a little while and we're going to move on down to the face. So I went ahead and got the Fenty Beauty Primer. I have used this before. I wanted to give it a test throughout like a work day and it did last me very long. It was strange because I'm not used to a primer that feels like this, but I did not hate it. I think I need a little bit more time to love it because I'm used to what I use on a daily basis like any other day. So I'm going to just go ahead. I'm going to give this 2 pumps on my finger and dab it out. Rub that in. Alright, so now that our face is all moisturized and primed, we're going to go for this foundation. So, I've used this foundation before. I will tell you, I love it. I was super nervous right away because it is soft, a super, super matte foundation, but it is not drying. It literally feels like my skin on top of my skin. Like it's super soft. It is not drying at all. It literally just feels like you airbrushed your skin. So I was color matched at Sephora and my color is 420. I got the sponge from Fenty Beauty also. It says to use a sponge dry for using full coverage foundation. So that's basically what I'm going to do. I'm not going to color correct or conceal any blemishes under my skin because I do want you guys to really see how much coverage you can really get out of this, because for some of you guys, color correcting and concealing is not realistic for every day, especially if you're like on the go, if you don't have 2 hours to put your makeup on. So let's go for it, guys. So I'm going to go with 2 pumps with this onto my sponge. I'm going to use the flat side and I'm going to start over here. So that's one layer. It is definitely medium coverage. It's not full by any means. I can still see my blemishes underneath it. It's not bad though. Okay, so I'm going to let this side dry. I'm going to go in on the other side and do the same. So I like a super full coverage, so I'm just going to keep going at this until I'm satisfied with the coverage. If you guys want a super, super full coverage foundation, this is not it. I like this and it is definitely buildable. And if you're okay with that, then absolutely go for this. It is a beautiful finish. As you guys can see, it's not completely dry yet, but if you guys can tell, it's not really very shiny. It's not oily at all. It is like super matte, which is what it says it is. So good job. So I'm gonna let this dry for a second before we continue. By the way, guys, the sponge definitely did its job. I like it. Alright, moving on. I'm going to go in with my beloved Shape Tape Concealer. The moment when you remember that you forgot to wash your beauty blenders. I'll be back. Alright guys, now that I've managed to get my life in check and wet my beauty blenders like I was supposed to do before I started this, let's keep going. Alright guys, next I'm going to contour with my Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick in the color Walnut. Now I'm going to take my Sephora Pro Contour Sweet Brush in the color 97 and we're going to blend this all out. And I have another itch. Why? I think it's my hair. It's just everywhere. Alright guys, so now that all of that is done, I'm going to actually dry it. I'm going to go back in with my Urban Decay De-Slick finishing spray. And I'm going to just give it 2 squirts on my beauty blender. And for some reason, I always blow it. It's like good luck, you know? Avoid those creases that we all got. Or at least I do, because I'm getting old and I'm getting all these wrinkles. Alright. While I allowed that to dry, I'm going to go back using my Cover FX concealer brush and my Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick, and I'm just going to give it a couple of swipes. I'm going to contour this nose. So now I'm going to take a clean Sigma E40 brush and I'm going to just blend this up. Alright, so now that this is dry, pretty tacky a little, we're going to do that trusty Laura Mercier translucent powder and we are going to bake a little. Just a little. Alright guys, we're going to just let this sit for a minute. Nothing too crazy, 2 minutes at most. And I take my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit that I'm not going to show you because I have run it through the mud. Just going to powder that contour, really set it, lock it in. And take this Sigma E40 that we used for the nose, and we're going to do the same thing. Super light strokes. Next, I'm going to take my MAC 150 powder brush. And we're going to just brush all this off. Alright guys, so we're going to take it back to the eyes. We're going to work our way back where we started, and we're going to add some eyeliner. I use the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Mascara Liquid Eyeliner in the color Intense Black. So here we go. So now that that's done, I'm going to take my Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette and go back in with those same shadows that I used on the top. And I'm going to do the bottoms. We're going to skip the transition color, which was this one. And we're going to go straight for it and go with this, this, and then this. Got it? Boop, 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 boop. Alright guys, so now in my inner corner, I'm going to go back in with my Fenty Beauty Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule highlighters. I'm going to actually use the Moscow Mule side for this. Now I'm going to take my Sigma E45 brush and I'm going to just smoke this out a little. Now I'm actually going to take a concealer brush and I'm going to go back in with my Fenty Beauty Trophy Wife highlighter. And I'm going to just do under my brow bone. Use my Kylie brush and just buff it out. Now I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty highlight brush number 120 and I'm going to go back in with the Trophy Wife and I'm going to highlight my cheeks. My Cupid's bow. Now I'm going to take a MAC Steepling brush number 187 and I'm just going to small circles sort of just buff all this out. Okay. Then I take my small blush brush from Sephora number 74 and my Sephora brand blush in the color Too Hot and I'm going to add that to my cheeks. Now really quickly off camera, I'm going to go ahead and apply some lashes and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright guys, so now that my lashes are on, mascara is on as well, we're going to just finish up this look with the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. It is the only lip gloss that came out in the Fenty Beauty Collection. The color is considered, I believe, Fenty Glow. But this is basically like a very nude pink and it's got glitter in it. And I've worn it before. I'm madly in love with it. So I'm going to just go ahead and put this gloss on without putting anything else really on the lips. By the way, you guys, this gloss smells so good. Like, I can't even really identify the scent. I don't have a good nose like that. Well, but it's amazing. Alright, I like this. And last but not least, let's finish our face off with this Urban Decay Slick. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down at the bottom, and don't forget to leave a comment, whether it's negative or positive. I am always here for your feedback. So thank you, and see you next time.